Hello and a very warm welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I want to talk about the real estate market in the city of Liverpool in the United Kingdom and give you 10 reasons why I think it could be a good place to put your money in the real estate market. Now, before I give you my 10 reasons, I would urge you to check out my video on 10 dangers of buying in England and Wales. I think that video will really help you on your journey if you do decide to buy in England, Wales, and perhaps in other parts of the UK as well. So let's get down to the 10 reasons. Number one, the average property price in Liverpool is only around £190,000. Actually, it's a little bit less than that. And if you compare that to the UK average of around £250,000, this puts Liverpool in a very good light, in particular because Liverpool is quite a big city and also it is quite densely populated as well. Number two, I want to compare Liverpool with another video I did on the UK, London. So in London, the average salaries are around 70% higher than Liverpool, but property prices are anywhere between 170% to 200% more expensive than Liverpool. So this puts Liverpool in quite a good light. Number three, I want to talk about population growth. So if we take the Liverpool metro area, in 2010, the population was at 863,000. By 2021, this has increased to around 906,000 people. But more importantly, by 2035, it is expected to grow to 992,000 people. So in actual fact, this should ensure property prices will increase in the future. Number four, I want to talk about the excellent yields. So on average, we're talking at around 7 to 7.5%. And that puts, again, Liverpool in a very favourable light against London, where the yields are on average around 3 to 3.5%. Number five, I want to talk about the growing visitor numbers. So in 2018, the total visitor numbers to Liverpool were 67.3 million. And this was an increase of 5% from the previous year. But in monetary value, if we take 2014 to 2018, the figure had increased by 28%. And I know we have a pandemic, I only expect this to grow in the future. Number six, I want to talk about the investment in the city. So the city has undergone massive transformation and regeneration in the last 2 decades, including the Albert Dock with its shops, restaurants, and the Tate Liverpool Art Gallery and Museum. But in the future, there's a lot more regeneration happening in the city and a lot more investment. So let's just take one of the projects. There will be a 400 million deep water terminal to allow the port, the Liverpool port, to take 95% of the world's largest ships. But this is one of many projects happening in the future. Number seven, Liverpool is a very well connected city. So you have 10 motorways in proximity. And it's only 2 hours actually from London Euston by train. And within an hour's drive, you've actually got 2 airports as well. So you've got Manchester Airport and John Lennon Airport. So the city is extremely well connected. Number eight, it has Liverpool a thriving student rental market. And it's actually it's the fastest growing sector of the market in Liverpool. So you've got more than 30,000 students a year who attend universities in Liverpool. And you've got 2 of the best known universities in the country actually, which are the University of Liverpool and the Liverpool John Moores University. They're actually recognised worldwide. Number 9, I want to talk about the excellent facilities. So you've got a huge shopping centre in Liverpool called the One Shopping Mall. You've got great nightlife, bars, clubs, restaurants. You've got the Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra, again, known worldwide. And Liverpool even has its own Chinatown and 2 massive football clubs, Liverpool and Everton. I'll add, I don't support either of these clubs. Number 10, I want to talk about briefly just some other things. So the pound is still very weak against a basket of currency. So if you're buying from abroad, I think it's a good time to buy here in the United Kingdom. Also, taxes, rental income tax is not particularly high, but more importantly, you've got excellent deductions. I've already talked about this in my video I did on London. And Also, I still think the United Kingdom is still a major country in the world. So it's still a good, safe place to put your money in. But as with all my videos, there are disadvantages as well. It's never quite as good as we all want it to be. So, unfortunately, Liverpool has been stripped of its World Heritage status by UNESCO. And the reason being, they're saying the waterfront has been destroyed by new buildings, including the Everton new stadium. In the UK, the total government debt to GDP has shot up, and it is now at more than average EU levels. So this may involve bringing it down and taxes going up. And number three, also quite important, there's now extra 2% stamp duty for foreign buyers. So if we take a property of £300,000, you will pay £20,000 stamp duty, and that is not low if you're a foreign buyer. You'll also have to add costs for solicitor cost as well, for which will be about £2,000-3,000. So the buying costs have actually gone up in the last 5 to 6 years. Now, if you do decide to buy here, where are the best places to buy? Well, in my opinion, L7 code in Liverpool is the best place. So that's right by the Liverpool University Quarter and Royal Liverpool University Hospital. So this is great for renting, and expect yields of up to 9%. And property prices are actually quite low. They average about £120,000 to £125,000. Where else could you invest? L1, the city centre. And of course, here you've got the bars, restaurants, nightlife, and you could get yields here of around 7.5%. But property prices are more expensive at around £170,000 to £175,000. Now, at the cheaper end of the scale, you could buy in L5, where the average property price is just under £100,000. And this is only a 5-minute drive to the city centre and close to Liverpool Stadium. So you could expect yields here of around 7.5% or so. Now, watching this video, has this convinced you that Liverpool is a place where you could put your money in the real estate market? I'd love to know your thoughts. Anyway, that's it for today. If you like this video, please do click the like button. If you like my videos in general, please don't hesitate to subscribe. And I'll see you very soon in the next video. Thank you and goodbye for today.